Ladies and gentlemen, tonight you'll be seeing our production of The Canary in the Coal Mine, written, directed, produced, and accompanied by our very own Everest Gray. This show contains sirens, loud noises, and depictions of violence. In addition, there are some outdated terms used, and the cast would like you to know that this show does not reflect our opinions. Please feel free to stop by the Student Tiesse fundraiser in the lobby to purchase snacks, pins, and other fun goodies during intermission, if you have not already done so. It is November 3rd, 1953. It's surprisingly warm out today, with no sign of cooling down. Make sure to leave your jackets at home, miners, because there's not a cloud in the sky. Now, please, silence your cell phones and direct your attention to our dear Mayor, Benjamin H. Butler, who's appearing before you on this fine Sunday morning to make some announcements.
Everyone, can I have your attention, please? Something tragic has occurred. Yesterday afternoon, without warning, my daughter was found to be missing. As you all should know, Belladonna is quiet and well-behaved. Not at all the type of girl that would just disappear without letting anyone know. I am extremely worried for her safety. Deadoaksburg has a population of less than 600 people. We're all friends and family. I trust that you all will be keeping an eye out. With that said, I would like to inform you that I have placed a $1,000 reward on the safe return of my daughter. Together, let's bring her home.
See you later, Erwin.
Bye, boys. Could I get you ladies anything? I'll take an omelet. Diane Acker, and I'm good, thanks.
Everything's about to be out in the open. Everything's about to be for anyone to notice. No holding back or saving face. When you vanish without a trace, everyone keep your eyes peeled. Everyone's a suspect in this minefield. Everybody keep your lies close to your chest, 'cause everyone's got secrets to protect.
Deadoaksburg's first missing persons case. Belladonna Butler, vanished without a trace.
Vanish without a trace.
I just don't know what to do.
Mr. Mayor, you're doing as much as you can do. The police are looking, you've searched the area, you've talked to her friends, you offered a reward. I mean, what else is there?
The police have been looking all night and they've turned up nothing. What if she's alone? Or hurt? Or...
Well, what does the chief think?
He doesn't know what to think yet. Especially with so little to go off of.
Sir, I mean absolutely no disrespect, but in missing persons cases like this, it's usually that the daughter feels put upon for some reason, runs away, the family makes a fuss, she gets all the attention she wanted for a day or two. But then she gets bored and lonely and comes home. Simple as that. You know, I bet she's camping out in the woods just to give you a good scare. Honestly, I wouldn't be too worried yet. It hasn't been that long.
It's deeper than that, Flynn. You know she wouldn't do that better than anyone. Can you imagine Belladonna running away for attention? No, she doesn't want attention. She's never wanted attention. It can't be that.
Well, where do you think she is?
I don't know. But in a town like this, with no one else around for miles and miles, someone we know has to know something. At least something. Maybe even more than we realize.
What are you suggesting?
I'm not suggesting anything. All I'm saying is I need you to find out.
But what about the police interrogations? Well, they're the professionals. We should leave the investigation to them.
Chief Andrews talked to me last night, and certainly he'll speak to Betty, but besides us, there isn't really anyone Belladonna's close to. With no potential suspects or clues. He's not going to go any further with investigations. Besides, he thinks she'll just turn up, and it's far too risky to assume that. We cannot just leave it there. We have to take the reins. It's 9 o'clock. All the men should be in the mines by now. Start with the wives. Tell me what you find. It's like a million degrees.
So, Belladonna's missing, huh? That might throw a bit of a wrench into things. Starting from ground zero, without a single clue. We all want to be a hero, but there's better things to do. Looking past the pastime of searching, it's insane. For running, it's her last time. What if we're searching for a grave? So let's focus where our head's at. Let's focus on the truth. Look for Belladonna. Oh, there's better things to do.
Do you think it was an accident? Like, what if she was going on a hike and threw her back out or something?
The girl's not 70, Elizabeth.
Those hikes are no joke, Alice. Have you ever done Cherokee Trace? It's deadly. Well, I don't know. Maybe she was playing in the woods and slipped on one of her toys.
She's not 7 either.
Well, it's not like anyone has any better ideas. Anyone? Ideas?
Well, with the mayor being so concerned for her safety, we may have to wonder if it's less of a question of what happened to her and more of a question of who.
Who? You mean like a kidnapping?
Why not? She's the mayor's daughter, not exactly a nobody around here.
And we can all agree not everybody exactly loves the mayor.
Definitely.
He's just kind of weird, to be honest.
I don't really know how to feel about him. Well, of course you wouldn't. Your husband's convinced that Mayor Butler is the spawn of Satan.
It's hard to follow a man running a town he doesn't even come from.
Especially since he acts so out of place. I moved here from Jersey, 5 years ago? And I fit in perfectly fine for as long as I can remember. He still acts like an outsider after all this time. Quite the long adjusting period. Very weird.
I don't like it.
What? He's a little out there, but he's a fine mayor. He hasn't done anything to us.
Well, after Mayor Harrison's death, some people might disagree.
But what happened?
It was the talk of the town when he passed away. Mayor Butler showed up out of nowhere just to take his place. Everyone was angry.
And rumors spread, especially in a town like this. People were questioning if Mayor Harrison's death was even an accident. Eventually, the coroner confirmed it was of natural causes. He was 78 after all. He was 78 after all, but talk of murder certainly wasn't good for Mayor Butler's reputation. Plus, it's hard to fully trust an outsider. If he'd made more of an effort to socialize, or at least to stop by the bar once in a while, maybe things would be different now. I know most people have gotten over that, but I also know others haven't. And if I wanted to hurt the mayor, kidnapping his daughter wouldn't be the worst way of going about it.
Well, if it was a kidnapping, then who's the kidnapper?
No. We're not going to go around in a cute little circle and all say who we think did it. We're not that stupid.
You know, that Joshua Jones guy seemed a little off lately.
And there it is. Someone's general demeanor can't tell whether they've committed a felony or not.
Exactly.
I don't know. I'm not feeling so great about Mr. Clark either. The guy creeps me out a bit. Definitely on my suspect list.
I still like my throw her back out theory.
Ladies and gentlemen. Ladies. I'm here.
You're here to ask us about Belladonna, right?
Well, yes. We were just talking about that.
Would any of you girls happen to know anything?
Anyone?
I think I passed it the other day on Main Street. She was wearing a red sweater. Well, it might have been orange. I don't really quite remember.
Great. Do you remember anything that might be helpful to the investigation?
Give her a second. She's thinking.
Oh,
She was reading a book during one of Mayor Butler's speeches. Paid no attention.
and this was recently.
Yes, a few months ago.
Ladies, this isn't helpful.
I've got an idea.
Well, don't be shy.
She won the spelling bee, hosted by the mayor. Reeks of nepotism, I think.
Elizabeth, she was 10.
Well, what does short encounters matter anyway? The little tyke barely goes outside. She's practically a hermit.
Little tyke? She's 17.
Tamada, all I'm saying is, We couldn't help out if we tried.
Well, could anyone? Do any of us really know her? I don't think I know anyone who does. Well, except maybe her best friend. Oh, Betty, I have a... Hey, Betty, how have you been holding up, dear?
Oh, I don't know.
You know, the whole losing your best friend thing.
Mr. Reiner, can I please have an order of grits and a cold glass of water, please?
Sure thing, Betty. Coming right up.
Thank you.
What do you figure happened?
I have no clue. You're her best friend. I know about as much as you. 1 minute here, 1 minute gone, and there's the fear. Yeah, it's not fun. Nobody knows, not me, not anyone. Not her, not anyone.
It's clear no one can help me here. Useless. I'll be on my way.
Won't you join us for breakfast, Mr. Ashford? You're welcome to stay.
I have a girl to find in very little time. Good riddance.
Thank the Lord he's gone already.
Anastasia, rude.
What? I'm just saying what everybody's thinking. That man is the most annoying person I've interacted with in weeks. Plus, if he finds Belladonna, then no one gets the prize money. So, would any of you happen to have anything to share now that he's gone? Not her, not anyone. 1 minute here, 1 minute gone. There's so much fear, yeah, it's not fun. Nobody knows. Not her, not anyone. Not her, not anyone. Not me, not anyone.
Citizens of Deadoaksburg, we have officially reached the 24-hour mark after the time of Belladonna's disappearance. Even with all hands on deck, we have gotten no closer to finding her. Please keep the reward in mind. And please, please don't forget to keep your eyes peeled until she is safely home. Be careful out there, citizens, and keep Belladonna in your prayers.
It's been a whole day. Sounds like things are starting to get serious.
I'm sure she's just playing with her dolls or blowing dandelions in the woods or around the mines or something like that. I'll bet she just lost track of time.
She's still 17, Elizabeth.
Teenagers like dolls too.
I don't know, 24 hours is a long time. She would have been back by now, surely.
Well, the mayor seems to think it wasn't an accident. What makes you say that?
Well, think about it. He told us to be careful out there. Why would we need to be careful if nothing sinister was going on?
That's what I've been saying.
Well, that is true.
I really don't know what to make of the whole thing. It's all kind of odd.
It's not odd. Mrs. Clark is right. Belladonna's probably just in the woods or something. Just a little lost is all. She'll find her way home. She will. I know she will. She has to.
Oh, you poor girl.
Mildred, have you heard about the rise in coal prices?
No. Since when?
It's only been up and up for months. I found out this morning. I check the numbers sometimes. It seems that the towns around us have been steadily accruing wealth, but as I've noticed, my husband's pay hasn't increased whatsoever.
Does that mean we're producing less coal?
Let's not jump to conclusions, ladies. Maybe it is so, but whatever this is, there's no need to worry. Their pay hasn't gone down, nothing will change. There's enough to worry about as it is. Oh, Brooke's over there. She'll be back any minute.
Jordan, honey, how was work?
Yeah, same as always.
William, you think?
All right, thank you.
How's your day, man?
All right. Okay, I'm sorry. I was
No, I'm not sorry. I'm taking questions. Right? I'm sorry. Did you see us? Why is it? Yeah. I'm sorry.
He's back already? Why so soon?
He was here like hours ago. It's been a pretty long time.
Not long enough.
The days may be hard, but at least Mr. Reiner's got us covered.
Amen to that. Yeah.
Just do my job. Is there anything else I can get for you guys?
Just keep the drinks rolling. Drinks for everyone. On me.
No, thank you. No drink for me. I'll just take a water.
Oh, you're no fun at all.
Boo.
Come on, just one drink. I really shouldn't.
Oh, don't be such a wuss. What do you have to lose?
Fine. I'll have one. But I have to focus, so only one. You know, with all that's concerning Mayor Butler's daughter. Whew, the man would kill me if he saw me slacking off.
Belladonna?
How's the investigation going?
That's classified.
Mr. Ashford, I think the girl deserves an update on the well-being of her best friend.
There are policies, Mr. Reiner. There are rules.
No, it's okay. I understand. It's an active investigation and all that. I just wanted to know if someone was actually looking. Thanks anyway.
Yeah. Sure, kid. Well, it's been great. I mean it, but I'm gonna head out, guys. Thanks for the drink, Dad.
Not happening. The night is still young. You can't fold before the party's even started.
Oh, I don't know about party, Mr. Bennett. It's after 9, and I'm definitely feeling it. I think Reiner's Tavern's closing early tonight.
What? You can't just change the hours on me, man. What are you doing?
There's a lot of worry right now, and with everything that's happened, I think it's all best we get some rest.
That's my cue to leave. Oh, Mr. Mayor, what are you doing out this late?
Looking for you.
Really?
I would like to be filled in on the investigation so far. Have you gathered any helpful information?
Shouldn't this wait till morning? During work hours?
No, it absolutely cannot. This is my daughter you're talking about. What have you learned?
I'm sorry, sir, not much. The wives were absolutely useless.
You've only spoken to the wives? Flynn, my daughter is missing. Nothing is more important than finding her, and you've only gone to the wives? Question someone, anyone, I don't care who, I don't care. Just find me something. You're on the clock until you do.
But I just got off, and the day officially ended hours ago.
You're back on.
Mr. Mayor, I understand where you're coming from, but it's late. I am exhausted, and I started with the wives, just as you said.
I said start with, not finish with. Are you willing to risk your job over it?
No. No need for that. I'm sorry, I'm on it. Yes, right to that. See you tomorrow?
Good. Until tomorrow.
Maybe, Erwin, maybe we can change your mind?
I'm locking up soon, and I'm sure you want to be out before that.
Fine. Anastasia, let's go.
Bye, everyone.
Would it be all right if I waited here a minute? I know you're closing, but just until Maxwell comes back. Mrs. Carpenter, darling, honestly, I only said all that because I didn't want to serve as Mr. Bennett and his hooligans all night. You, on the other hand, you can stay as long as you'd like.
Maxwell, what took you so long?
Goddamn mines give me so much trouble getting out. It's hard maneuvering, it really is.
But everybody else made it here fine.
Well, it's been a little difficult supporting myself lately, if you hadn't noticed.
Honey.
I can't do jack like this. It's getting harder every day.
I know, it's hard.
No. It's not hard. It's damn near impossible. You wouldn't understand, Alice. You've never worked a day in your life.
I get it, you're worried, I get it. It's hard, but don't you get it? I'm trying to. I know things are rough, I just hope that I'm enough. And I know just what to do. So don't be sad, don't be down for a moment. Just look me in the eyes. It doesn't have to hurt so bad, believe me, I just know it. Hold your head up high. Keep your head up high. Know everything will be okay. Keep your head up high. Keep taking life on day by day. I know we'll get right through. 'Cause no one's stronger than you. I don't have all the answers, but this one's tried and true.
Keep my head up high. Honey, I've told you that I try. Keep my head up high. Tones that help us to survive. We'll get right through. How could that possibly be true? Keep my head up high. You say it like it's just a game. Keep my head up high.
I'm just trying to keep us sane.
Like we'll get right through. No, neither of us knows what the hell to do.
Hey, Mr. and Mrs. Carpenter, got a minute to talk?
Oh, hello, Mr. Ashford.
Sorry, who are you again?
Lynn Ashford, Mayor's assistant.
Oh, yeah, the little guy who sets up the mic before Butler talks, yeah.
Yes, that would be me.
Well, what is it? What are you here to talk about?
I bet I could guess.
Oh, don't worry, it's not really a big deal. I had questions about that night. Well, the night that...
The night that Belladonna disappeared? Yeah, I get the message.
Did we do something wrong? What do you need from us?
I have just a couple questions, just a thing or two. It will only be a second of your time, I swear. Just a couple questions, not much I need from you. Just the what's and when's and where.
Alice, I'm going home. I'm not sitting through some interrogation in the middle of the night. I'm not in the mood to be accused.
I'm sure it'll be quick. Don't worry about it. Besides, it would look guilty to refuse.
Okay, fine. Well, you know I didn't do anything. With this lousy arm, how could I have the capacity for kidnapping? I couldn't hurt a fly if I tried. A fly if I tried. A fly if I tried. A fly if I tried.
And it was cards night for me. Sorry, Mr. Ashford, we got nothing. Keep your head up high.
And you haven't heard or seen anything?
Absolutely nothing.
Keep your head up high.
I guess that's all I can ask the two of you.
Clearly, we have no part in this.
Keep your head up high.
Can you believe it, Alice? I mean, questioning the guy who can barely pick up coal like I could have done something. Jeez.
I'll keep my head up.
Good morning, Mr. Mayor. Any word from the police?
None. Chief Andrews barely gets a case in this town, and now that he finally has a big one, it's clear he doesn't know what the hell he's doing. Did you do what I asked of you last night?
I talked to the carpenters.
And?
Well, the carpenters didn't know much. But it's okay, please don't fire me. I have a plan. Next, I'll talk to the Bennetts. We go way back, they're close friends of mine. But still, they're not always the best people. They're the biggest gossips I've ever met. If anyone's heard something, it's them. I'll see what I can find out.
You better be right about this.
Well, if it isn't the Bennetts.
Oh, Flynn, nice to see you, buddy. Come, sit down.
Sure.
How is it over in the town hall?
Well, it's a tad bit stressful, considering, well, you know.
Yes, of course.
I actually had something I wanted to talk to you two about. On that topic.
Wait, seriously?
Mr. Ashford, please don't say it.
Your whereabouts? Saturday?
Really? Us? Just like the rest of us, I'm always working. I work almost every day from 9 to 5. Usually weekends are off, but this Saturday I was catching up on lost time in the mines.
If you wanna accuse someone of something, it wouldn't be him and I was with the kids all day for one thing, and put them to bed early that night.
Whoa,
I walked over to Mildred's after the kids were asleep. They'd poked with the girls, then called it. It was like 11 probably.
I clocked out early, around 4. Then I walked to the bar for a drink. Ask anyone who was there, they'll tell you for sure. Then I went home straight to bed, pretty late, I think.
You told me you were over at the carpenter's house this Saturday.
Did I? Well, anyways.
We're happy to help with your investigation.
But we don't know anything, sorry to waste your time.
And if you like anything, call on us.
Trust me.
The pleasure's all mine.
Whoa,
Whoa, sorry to waste your time. We don't know anything we don't know.
So you'll be leaving the bar now, I suppose. Don't let the door hit you while you go.
It was nice seeing you, Mr. Ashford. Hopefully next time it's on better terms.
No, I'm not trying to incriminate you. I have to talk to everyone. Mayor's orders, and what he says goes.
So we're not suspects.
Of course not. I know the two of you well enough to be sure of that.
Well, I should hope so.
So, what have you found so far, Flynn?
Honestly,
Honestly.
well, you didn't hear this from me, but to be completely blunt, not much. I mean, the police will find her, if she even wants to be found, and I'm most positive she doesn't. She's a bit of a brat, if I'm honest. Butler loves her. He's really the only family she has left. And still, he only sees her once a week, if he's lucky. I mean, she only comes out of her room for a couple seconds before she leaves for Betty's house to do whatever it is that they do. or she's got her nose stuck in a book, impossible to talk to. I mean, I practically live with the family, and I hardly even know what she looks like. I mean, the tutor knows her better, and he only comes once a week. Ever since Butler pulled her out of public school, she really hasn't had any reason to leave. Oh, my Butler would kill me if he heard all that. But she's nowhere near perfect. Plain and simple.
Mr. Ashford, I'm not usually one to judge, but the poor girl is missing. I mean, what do you think?
Right you are, my boy, as always. She's the mayor's daughter, for Christ's sake. She should try talking to some people every once in a while. It's always the quiet ones, you know. You're never expected. Never mind the gossip. We still on for dinner at mine. Sunday?
You can't tell anyone, Daniel. No, I'm being serious. It may not seem like that big a deal. It's not like they act like the perfect father and daughter anyway, but he really does love her. I don't want to get fired.
What do you take me for? Relax. You should take the day off. You shouldn't have to worry about some intrepid little girl. It shouldn't be your responsibility. Now, about dinner.
Yes, of course. Thank you. Take care, Daniel. Anastasia, good day.
What was that?
What do you mean?
The way you were acting just now.
Like what?
Oh, high and mighty?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Like you couldn't care less about Belladonna. I know as well as you that you want that money. I mean, who wouldn't? And that thing you said about being at the bar on Saturday, you were at the carpenter's house. I'm sure of it.
Anna, people forget things. But what's happening here is you're remembering it wrong. And that's okay. I don't blame you. I'm gonna head home for the night. Big day of work tomorrow.
Promise everything's okay?
I promise. I love you.
I love you too. Can't you feel there's something he's not saying? Maybe I'm exaggerating. No, everything's okay. I can tell there's something here that is not quite in the clear. It's nothing. Oh, it's nothing. There is something in the air, something not quite there. There's something that isn't the same. There's no problems, I guess, no reason to stress. Don't wanna risk burning it all up in flames. But if there's something not quite there, if I'm being fair, I wouldn't shoulder the blame. And if there's something not quite there, I'm willing to share. Would it help at all, help anything? Oh, help anything. Help anything. We've never fought before, and now sure won't be the first time. I guess I shouldn't care anymore. I'll just move forward with my life.
Soon they'll all see. The prophets will show, yeah, the money speaks. And with Word gets out quickly around here. We can't risk even the smallest mistake. If we keep this all under wraps, nobody will suspect anything, let alone any sort of catch. We'll let them know when the time is right. And soon, it won't just be what I want. It will be the will of the people. This is the people shouting out loud, just waiting to be heard. This is the voice inside my head. It's never too absurd, so we'll sneak it in the back door. And if anyone should care, they don't have to care anymore. Don't have to be on. I'm not stupid. $1,000 is no joke, but hopefully soon. Very, very soon. 1,000 will look like nothing.
So what do you think of this whole thing, Mr. Reiner?
Darling, I own the only restaurant in town. I've learned that in the midst of controversial times, I've got to stay impartial.
Well, you're much better than the rest of us, that's for sure.
We've got to find her.
Why are you so interested all of a sudden?
After Flint tried to interrogate me and Anastasia, I realized the money.
$1,000 is no joke.
Don't be stupid, Jordan. We're not just looking at 1,000. We're looking at millions.
Well, is Butler even thinking about the deal right now with everything that's going on?
He's not, and that's the problem. That's why we need to find him, so he can focus on what's important.
How would we even go about that?
Don't worry. I have a plan.
You know, I think our issue is that we're being too careful of each other's feelings.
Anastasia, if it's issues we have, I'd list about 100 before that one.
Well, if we all just stood up and said what we were really thinking, then maybe we'd actually get somewhere with all of this.
She does that already.
Everything's about to be out in the open. Everything's about to be for anyone to notice. No holding back or saving face. When you get it, when you get
Citizens of Deadoaksburg, it has been almost 3 days since I last saw my daughter, and we have yet to find even a hint of where she might be. I trusted that if any of you had information, you would come forward. Yet nobody has said a word. I find it hard to believe that in a town as small as ours, not a single one of you knows a thing. Nevertheless, and completely unrelated, curfew has been moved back to 9 instead of 11, and a bouncer will be placed outside the bar after 6 p.m. through the week. With that being said, I can't wait to see what you all suddenly magically remember about my daughter's disappearance. The $1,000 reward still stands. Remember, if we stick together, we will find her. That is a definite.
Did you hear the lunacy that Butler's been spewing? I mean, the man's gone mad.
Curfew at 9? What is this, prison? Next thing you know, we'll be locked up in cages.
Might as well be.
We don't know Jack, that's that.
Hey, let's not get ahead of ourselves. The guy's under a lot of pressure. He's just doing what he thinks he has to do to get his kid back.
She is his only daughter, after all.
Shut up, William.
Oh, don't give me that. I mean, Belladonna did herself a favor.
What the hell is that supposed to mean?
Shut up, William.
I don't know. Daniel's been acting so weird recently, like he's keeping something from me. I don't get it. Mildred, you okay?
There's something that you should know.
What is it?
I probably shouldn't tell you.
Well, now you have to tell me.
Promise that you'll keep this to yourself.
I promise.
I was doing laundry when I overheard Jordan in the kitchen with Daniel. It sounded real important, so I started listening.
House. What was it?
You might want to sit down for this one.
Wait, that doesn't sound that bad. Is there a catch?
All this racket is for nothing, and we all know it. Dear old Mr. Mayor just doesn't want to admit that his own daughter decided that she'd be better off alone. He's the one who drove her away, and now she's off starving in the woods or something, and he's punishing all of us for it.
Don't be an idiot, Maxie. You're getting into dangerous territory.
Oh, come on. I mean, she probably did it for attention. I bet that good-for-nothing old fool neglects the hell out of her. I mean, seriously, though, there's not a single person in here that I'd pin as a kidnapper. Well, maybe one person.
Hey, what's that supposed to mean?
I think you know exactly what that means.
They're gonna fight, guys.
Shut up, William.
What's going on over there? Mr. Bennett! Mr. Carpenter! Calm down! No fighting of any sort is tolerated in this tavern. Give me that. And a Band-Aid drinking.
Sorry, Mr. Reiner.
We're more mature than this. Get out and settle whatever you have to settle elsewhere. Before I ban you permanently, you hear?
Yes, Mr. Reiner.
Try something like that again. And why shouldn't I? Calling me Maxie, I ought to kill you right now.
Be quiet, please. You're causing a scene. You're making problems, drawing way too much attention.
And why should I care?
Give me a second. There's something I have to tell you. Gnashing teeth and twiddling thumbs. Don't care what they feel. Don't care who's hurt or numb. I'm just working for a miracle. No, I won't hold back. I won't bite my tongue. Thinking on my feet. I'll be smarter than all of them were working for a miracle.
Well, that was rough. How do they just say whatever the hell they want and expect it to be okay? They're men, Diane, that's how. They got egos bigger than their heads.
How can they talk about Belladonna like that? Like it's fuel for their dumb arguments.
I wish I knew Betty. I wish I knew.
It's like she's not even a person. I hate hearing them talk about her that way.
Everyone says she ran away for some cheap attention. Everyone says it's just a game. She would tell me, I know she'd tell me, Belladonna, I'm gonna go insane. I'm losing hope and I'm losing faith. I'm sick and tired of this stupid place. I'm just wishing and waiting to hear something, anything, if there's anything at all for me to hear.
I know I might be paranoid or exaggerating, but she's my best friend. My only friend. And I don't know what I would do if something happened to her.
She stays inside and doesn't say much, though she's got a lot to say. Her dad calls her lazy and out of touch. She's just always been that way. Think of her on the open
nobody cares enough to try. So they talk, and they talk, and they talk, and they do nothing. I know she'll be okay. I know it. It's just the way. God, it isn't fun. And Belladonna, she deserves so much better.
Diane Acker. She's been here a little over a week, visiting, I think. She's next on my list.
Flynn, how could the testimony of some random woman possibly be of use to us?
Well, she's a wild card. Sure, people come into town for meetings all the time, and of course friends and family come to visit, but I've never seen someone fit in so quickly. Everyone else is just so predictable, I think.
All right then. Just don't waste my time.
I'll take 2 today, Mr. Reiner. How's the wife? The kids? They're good. Thanks for asking. Thanks. Hey, what? You're new here, right?
I'm visiting a friend.
Friend? Since when?
I'm visiting the Taylors.
As in Sean and Margaret and their girl Betty?
But yes, Betty, that's right, the Taylors. I've been here a couple of weeks, so...
Haven't gotten out much.
I guess, on the weekends.
Why? We have some nice local sites, nature walks and such.
Yeah, I did a few this weekend.
Well, where were you on, say, I don't know, Saturday at this time?
I was nowhere near the scene of the crime.
How did you...
I know what you're trying to do. Don't roll me into your murder mystery. I can see right through your kind facade. I'm not falling for this. I'm no moron. Turn your investigation right back around, 'cause I don't give a damn about this town. You know what's the matter with all of you? It's that you've all gotten so comfortable with each other that you've forgotten human decency. The check? God, this is crazy. What am I still doing here? Thinking that maybe it's worse than I feared. What am I still doing here?
Hey, Diane, right?
Yes, it's Diane.
Where are you headed?
I'm just going for a little walk is all.
Where exactly are you going?
Well, I just came from Tomahawk's Pass. I'm really just looking around. I heard there's some nice trails around here.
By yourself? No self-respecting man would let a woman like you be outside alone this late.
Thank you for the offer, but I assure you I'm fine.
I insist. You're getting dangerously close to the edge of town.
Sir, I'm not so sure that
Come on, we're going.
Maxwell, what are you doing?
Alice, I'm leaving.
Please, just come home. Running isn't going to fix anything.
I cannot spend another second in this town.
Maxwell, we've been here before. We both know you aren't actually leaving Deadoaksburg. You can't leave. You have nowhere to go and no money to get you there. Besides, there's more important things that we need to deal with.
Alice, not right now.
We need to talk, and you know that.
Not right now, Alice.
Maxwell, you've been acting so off, and I don't know what to do with everything going on. Maxwell, when is your pay going to go back to normal?
We will talk about this later.
Please, Max, I don't know what to do. I don't know what we can do with less and less money coming in every week.
Why don't you make yourself useful and get us some money yourself? Did you ever think about that? If it wasn't for this stupid mayor...
I know you hate the mayor, but you can't blame your injury on his policy. A hurt arm means a less productive employee. A less productive employee means one with lower pay, and that's just how it is.
It is impossible to live and to work in a coal town with a broken arm. But I have to try, because if I don't try, we lose the house. We lose everything. But the more I try, the harder I work. The harder I work, the slower I heal. Don't you see? Don't you see how messed up that is? Yeah, I'm scared. And I'm terrified because I don't know what's going to happen next. But I am doing the best that I can. And I am trying. So will you please get off of my case? Ugh.
Maxwell! Max.
So who's next? What's the plan, Flynn? I had this idea that you could do a stakeout. Maybe in the bushes outside the bar. Listen to people's conversations and...
Mr. Mayor, I am not a detective.
Well, for the time being, you have to be.
What about the police? They're the professionals.
Professionals have been useless.
I would say
Do
that.
you know what it's like, Flynn? Do you have the faintest idea what it might be like to open your only daughter's door one morning and see her bed unslept in? Do you have a clue what it's like to not know she was in there the night before? And the last time she left her room was. To think, if I checked on her, maybe she would still be here right now.
I mean...
You were dismissed. Go!
Yes, sir.
Close, men. We're so close I can taste it. The victory is palpable. We just have a few more preparations to make. Hello, Mr. Mayor.
Hello, everyone. Please, take a seat. Thank you all for coming on such short notice. Forgive the delay. I've had a lot on my mind.
Sir, it's okay. Today we'll make up for the lost time.
On the agenda first is finalizing
months. When will the deal actually be finalized? He's weak. He'll never follow through.
My God, ease up on the guy, Daniel. He just lost his daughter, for Christ's sake. Aren't you the one who keeps saying that?
This is different. If the deal doesn't go through, we're done. No new land, no untouched deposit, no payout, nothing. You better hope it's just because his daughter's out there somewhere playing hide and seek.
Damn, tell us how you really feel.
Where's the contract and file, Butler?
It's not in my office. I looked everywhere.
When did you see it last?
Probably our last meeting.
Reminds me, when was that?
Last Wednesday evening.
When exactly did you say your daughter left?
Excuse me?
Who else could it have been? Who else has the access? Don't you think your daughter and our papers being missing could be a coincidence? It all makes sense now.
The papers were prepared, I swear.
And now she's gone and they aren't there.
It couldn't be, she could have said something to me.
Oh really, has she said much of anything lately?
So listen up, Mr. Mayor.
We will find her and she'll pay.
Don't even know if she actually did anything, please.
That little criminal won't get away.
Belladonna, where are you?
If you don't mind, and maybe a small extra portion on the side. I think through all this missing girl stress, we deserve to treat ourselves a bit.
You're very right, Mrs. Carpenter. That'll be $3.50.
What?
$3.50.
No, I heard you. It's just never been more than $2.
I added up the prices. The mayor imposed a new tax on all the businesses. The businesses being the grocers, the gas stations, and me. Of course, the coal mines aren't subjected to that. I don't know why. All I know is, if I don't up the prices, I have to close.
Why didn't I know about this?
Butler, that man knows how to keep things under wraps.
But Mr. Reiner, we couldn't afford to buy from the grocer before this tax, and after Maxwell's injury, money has been tight. You know that.
Mrs. Carpenter, darling, I will gladly make dinner on me tonight. But I can't forever. Money's been tight for all of us.
Thank you, Mr. Reiner.
Of course, darling. Poor girl. Mayor Butler won't ease up one bit. I bet it's all because of his damn missing daughter. If someone doesn't do something soon, I don't know how much longer this town has left.
Everyone calls me a miracle. The perfect wife making life work through tough circumstance. Really funny, almost satirical. I've never gone through something like this, but I have to try.
Sometimes dreams don't come true. I feel that some things I'm not saying. I'm not exaggerating. No, everything's not okay. I can tell there's something here that's not quite in the clear. It's something. Oh, it's something.
Citizens of Deadoaksburg, it has been just about 5 days since Belladonna's disappearance. I could sit here and talk for hours about how much I miss her, how much I wish she would come back. But you all know that. Instead, I'm going to make this short. You all know more than you're letting on. I can feel it. Stay quiet and watch the consequences build. I'm warning you, Deadoaksburg. You do not want to cross me at my worst.
Well, that was a lot.
You can say that again.
Got any sevens?
Ha, you're going fishing.
It's the alarm.
The alarm has a lot of months. Something must be seriously wrong. Let's get moving. What's going on?
The alarm goes off when there's a mining incident.
Everybody out! Major breaks down.
It's never a good sign.
Let's go!
Allie, are you coming? Yeah, I'm coming.
Oh my God! I'm so sorry, Diane. Here, let me help you up. I'm so sorry. Look at me.
Belladonna?
Shh. Not so loud. You're here. Right here. This whole time you've been in the bar. Bella, we've been terrified.
Okay, look. I meant to tell you. As soon as I saw.
So what, Belladonna? Give me something.
I meant to tell you. Wanted to tell you. Sorry for just rubbing off. There are things I have to do. There are truth and there are weaponized words to relay. I'm sorry to you, most of all you, and I'm sorry I can't stay.
What? You haven't explained anything. Please, at least tell me what's going on.
I need you to find my father and Daniel Bennett.
What? I need you to watch them. Just trust me, and please don't let them do anything crazy while I'm gone.
Bella, you have to.
I have to go.
Everyone is focused on the emergency, and I don't know when something like this is going to happen again. I promise I'll be back, and I promise you are better off not knowing.
Then let me come with you. Let me help you. Whatever trouble you're in, we can fix it together.
I'm sorry.
But I can't help but think that maybe there's some things worth protecting, and maybe it's hard to just not care. Maybe a part of me wanted to get caught just sitting there. I don't know what emotion to give into, the anger or the sadness or the fear. This whole damn time I've been losing my mind, and she's just been sitting here. I'm tired of trying to right these wrongs. Hardwired to do the right thing. I know I have to do that. I have to leave. I have to try to wink and knife for Belladonna. What am I doing? But I gotta. Do I run and tell her father, or do I pretend I never saw her? Will she be back by tomorrow night, or should I practice saying goodbye?
Betty, we're all headed for the mines. You might want to hurry.
I'm on my way.
Anyone see anything? Not over here.
The main gate seems fine.
Let's check that.
Mr. Mayor, where's the emergency?
There is no emergency.
What is the meaning of this?
I set off the alarm. Now you're all here. Don't bother trying the doors. They're all locked.
What the hell? Daniel, what are you doing? Why are you doing this? Everything's okay, right? You promised me everything was okay.
I think it's best we hear him out.
Wait, you knew about this?
And I didn't.
Let's just say things need to be addressed, and this is the best way to go about it.
Oh, Belladonna, what have you gotten yourself into?
What the hell are you doing?
Daniel pisses me off enough. But I was willing to let it slide because he has a plan, and I can't argue with that. But the mayor's here, and we're all locked in this glorified storage room. I don't like it. Something is very off here.
What are you talking about?
Whoa!
Is that a lighter?
I've had enough of this butler crap. You know I had to work extra hours to make up for my injury. I have my own key. It's time to put an end to this, once and for all.
Maxwell, think this through. Whatever you're planning on doing, think about it for a second, please. If you have a key, we can get out of here right now and just go home. Then you don't have to deal with Butler if that's what you want. It doesn't have to go any farther than that.
You don't know anything, Alice. A little fire starts in the town hall. Old and crazy flammable. Or even dear old Mr. Mayor's house itself. None would be the wiser.
What? This is insane!
Maybe we need a little insanity, Alice.
How would that even work? They'll rebuild, you know that. Just because you have some stupid personal vendetta against the mayor doesn't mean that you should do something reckless.
His daughter is as good as dead. His wife has been dead for nearly a decade. He isolates himself from the town. All smug. Doesn't come down to the bar. Doesn't participate in any of the town events that he organizes. Buries himself in his work. Yet still, nothing gets done around here. If we get rid of the one thing that he still has left here, why would he stay? And plus, with the rise in coal prices, property values are through the roof. He couldn't find a new place even if he tried. It's foolproof. Been sorry lately. It's so hard to bear. I'm sorry, baby.
Let's skip the fanfare. They'll call you crazy. They'll say you're young and scared. You can't get lazy.
Kinda gotta always be prepared. Won't stop at nothing to tear the banner down.
Someone, it's something.
Sorry, guess I came off too profound. Let me put it this way. It's not a crime if it sucks over half the time. Return what's mine, baby.
You're crazy!
If I had the strength to let it go, a matter of waiting, I suppose.
Leave it be, please. It goes to show you think
Believe no one will ever know. Whoa!
What's gone into
If
you?
the mayor was gone, we'd all be better off. I know you agree. And everyone would forget about the Butlers in a week's time. Gone without a trace.
Don't know the lyrics. Don't want to hear these words you sing. Don't want to hear it. I don't know anything.
Nix all the spirit. No to all the shine or blame. Loosen
Don't
up.
want to hear it. You don't know anything.
C'est la vie, 'cause nothing goes for free. Always a price to be, never less than niceties.
If I had the nerve to watch you go, a matter of time, I'd suppose. Maybe you want the whole world to know.
Would you rather let it hardly go to show?
If we had the cause to stay alive,
A matter of fire in the eyes.
thinking burn it all down in the night. No reasoning could
Let it fly like fire and ice. Recently you and I, like fire and ice.
It's daily, come save me. God, we've been storming lately.
Revolution, or am I just stupid?
Newspapers cannot lose, so much is fighting on what you do.
Been sorry lately.
It's too hard to bear.
I'm sorry, baby. Let's skip the fanfare. Been sorry lately. It's all so hard to bear. I'm sorry, baby.
Let's skip the fanfare.
put this plainly. We are running out of coal. The mine isn't producing it like it once did. You almost know that to some extent. Right now, things aren't awful, but if we keep heading down this path, we'll speed straight towards bankruptcy. No more Deadoaksburg. The solution, however, is immediate. I'm close to selling a deal that will make more money for us than you could ever imagine. New mining territory, new land filled to the brim with coal. And somewhere among that jackpot are pockets of gold, completely untouched by man. By the end of this month, we'll all be filthy rich. There's just one teensy-weensy problem.
The girl! Belladonna is the only thing between us and millions!
Butler, why am I not aware of any of this? Letting Mr. Bennett, an individual who's not even a part of the government, in on an apparently top-secret deal, without even trusting your highest advice. I can't believe this.
It's locked, Flynn.
Damn it.
Deadoaksburg! If we just do a few simple things, that money can be ours!
He's lying. I heard you, Daniel, talking about some catch. Something is seriously wrong here. No, when you told me about this, I thought it'd be $100,000 in a bonus split among the miners. This is millions for all of us.
It's a lot for that kind of money, especially considering the circumstances.
Exactly, we have to figure him out.
Well, what do you think, Maxwell?
Maxwell? Oh no. Well, what does Belladonna have to do with all of this?
Oh, no. We don't know she's involved. Well, we aren't 100%.
She is somewhere in Deadoaksburg! Since Saturday, nobody has left and nobody has entered. I've made sure of that. Now, all we have to do is to find her!
You've been a vigilante in my town?
In the midst of the deal, Mr. Mayor, we cannot take any risks.
How is she involved with all of this?
I'm lost.
The papers, the contract, the file, she has them. The only thing between us and ineffable fortune.
Surely she's hiding somewhere.
Yes, but there's no way she could do it on her own. We would have found her by now. She would have starved. Someone must be helping Belladonna, or whatever's happening here is far beyond me.
Wait a minute. Let's think about this. We've all been in my tavern practically all week. Who is the only one who isn't here right now?
I don't know people like you do, Erwin. Just spit it out.
The new girl, Diane Acker!
I took his papers, I left, I panicked. Still don't know what to do, I'm just panicking through. I just had to get away, except I panicked. I watched this town, they never knew me. First name that came to my mind, Diane was Betty's dog's name in elementary school. Now I'm starting from ground zero, but you're the one without a clue. Waiting for a conscience, but no sorries are bleeding through. God knows I never mattered as much as this matters to you. So I mean nothing at all, tell me it isn't true. Searching for a
press, I'll go to the police, and then all this missing girl crap will be over. Everyone will see this town for what it really is. I wish I could say we don't deserve it. I can't. What would it do to all of us? What would it mean for this town, for the people who aren't even involved? And there's Betty probably worried out of her mind. And what if I missed something? I've reread the papers countless times, but what if I missed something? What if he's done absolutely nothing and all of this is pointless? I can't just ruin him forever without even trying to lead him down the right path. I know he's good at heart. He's my dad. Things haven't been the same since Mom died. He hasn't been the same. I haven't been the same. I left school, got a tutor. He closed himself off. It's been forever, but those things just don't go away. I know who he used to be, and he can be that again. Tribal lands and exponential expansion. I can't go to the press. I won't. I can fix this on my own. I know I can. I have to.
So that's it then. We find the girl and take the papers back by any means necessary.
Looking for someone.
Diane, there she is!
Belladonna. Belladonna! Where are the keys? Give me that!
Why is he calling Diane Belladonna?
It's not true. Tell them it isn't true, Belladonna. You were playing a practical joke, right?
Well,
This was a prank. You ran away for fun. You never even saw my papers. This has nothing to do with that. See, I told you.
Dad, we really have to talk.
See, Butler, she doesn't care about you. She only cares about those damn Indians. Why is she doing all of this?
What are we talking about? Why don't I know any of this? Why do you know all of this, Daniel? Why won't anybody tell me what's going on? Wait, Diane is Belladonna?
But Diane got here well over a week ago. Belladonna hasn't been missing nearly as long. It doesn't make any sense.
Unless the mayor didn't realize that she was gone.
The land, the deal. She's trying to ruin it for us. She thinks she knows better than her own father, the mayor himself. She thinks she's so smart that we are better off poor. It's obvious what's going on here. It is time to put a stop to it.
What are you doing?
I have a plan, don't worry.
I'm so important. What are you doing? Just trust me. It's okay.
I mean it. I'm going to get us out of this. I promise.
Look, whatever they've told you, however they've sold this to you, it's not true. Sure, it'll be a nice payout, yeah, money. Money from digging straight into a graveyard. The new site is an Indian burial ground. Do you know why nobody's dug there yet? Because it's completely illegal.
She is lying. Obviously she's lying. She doesn't know what she's talking about.
I'm not! And I have the papers to prove it. This town was a federal crime scene. On top of being illegal, it's extremely dangerous. You'll be spending the next 10 years of your life digging up bones, tunneling through bodies, breathing in who knows how many toxic fumes. It's all explained in detail right here in the file I found sitting on your own mayor's desk.
Stealing private property? She's a criminal too. How can you trust a criminal?
Daniel has connections to some shady people. Jordan experienced with law.
Belladonna, stop.
As for the Deadoaksburg's coal company, Josh was the general manager of expansion. He had complete control over the dig sites. My dad had the power to make it all happen and the power to bury the truth.
Belladonna, stop.
Don't you see? Don't you care? It's all right here. We can stop all of this right now, and nobody has to face the consequences.
Belladonna!
What do you say, Dad? Do the right thing.
You might be the stupidest person I have ever met. Get down from there! Well, you did it, kid. You proved everyone right. I was the last goddamn person who believed in you. You know that? Of course you don't. You don't care at all. You let the entire town down without thinking twice. Do you know how hard I've worked? I only want the best for us, Belladonna. That's all I ever want. But you don't care. You've never cared. You don't care about me. You don't care about anyone but yourself.
Yeah, Butler, use that anger.
Whatever happens now. It's your fault. Can't believe I was foolish enough to believe in you. I won't make that mistake again. Trust me.
Don't think I won't use everything against you. Don't you think I'm starting to believe? Don't you know it's not my job to protect you? Now are you starting to see?
Full disclosure, but it's not your time to be. I'm getting closer and you won't take this away from me. When it's all over, you'll know immediately. Yeah, you'll see, but I'm starting to lose my lead. And that can't be.
I've been used to some false implications. Only truth seems to be what meets the eye. God knows there's truth enough in ample investigation. Now all that I'm left with is questioning why. I'm asking why.
Well, I'm doing this for you. It's best to give those to me. Look me in the eyes, you'll know what's true. You'll see.
No! You're losing money. I can see it all right now. Up the taxes, get more back, and keep them all in town. What you gonna do now that I've made them all see? What? You gonna kill me? 'Cause it's your call, right? It's all right, whatever you do. Yeah, it's your call. I'm not mine, whatever you choose.
So take that back. You wanna wind back the clock. I can't do that. Whether you like it or not. So looking forward and upwards is not what you do. Or you might not like. You don't get to choose. Look, I meant to tell you. I meant to tell you.
You meant to tell me
I meant to tell you.
something in the air. I'm losing hope and I'm losing faith. Something not right.
Everything's about to be out in the open.
What?
Everything will be fine, baby. We're
What's
just
going on?
Everybody keep your eyes down to the
Why are you doing this?
'cause there's no holding back and
It's all worth it, Mom.
everyone's slow and
Really?
steady.
Is it?
Collect composure.
Is it?
Let's get ready. No hope for saving grace. When you vanish without us.
Everybody stop! Maxwell? What are you doing?
I have had enough of this. What is the meaning of this?
Maxwell? Put the knife down!
Not
single one of us deserves to live a normal life.
Max, what did you do?
Everything that can burn, everything with even a little bit of flammability is now on fire. Say goodbye to your precious little town. In a few short hours, Deadoaksburg will be nothing but dust and debris. What the hell? Oh my God. There is no need to panic. We are not going to die. This building is barely in town, and it doesn't look like the mines are on fire. This building is safe.
That doesn't change the fact that everything else is on fire.
Exactly, what are we gonna do about
Maxwell! Give me the knife. We are getting the hell out of here. We will put out everything. We can fix this. There is still time. You know what the right thing to do is here, Maxwell. Just give me a knife. None of us are innocent. This is a town full of lies, cheats, gossip, and greed. And now, you'll watch it all turn to ash. Lies, cheats, gossip, and greed. Really? That's something. Certainly something.
Maxwell, look at me! You have always had a temper, but this is insanity! You have not thought this through. If you have a problem with this town, we can talk about it. We'll work it out. The answer is not to wipe this town off the map. The answer is not to destroy Deadoaksburg forever!
Destroy Deadoaksburg? Yes! That's the only option! Destroy Deadoaksburg? Wait a minute. That means absolutely nothing, guys! We still have the deal. We're getting the new land. We have the girl and she has all the necessary papers. We don't need this town. Everything we need to continue with our lives is right here. Right in this room.
If everything is gone, do we have anything else?
Yes, exactly. All we have left now is the deal.
If everything is burned, or will be soon, my bar, our houses, our town, can we really say we still have a choice?
You know what? Maybe you're right.
Lies, cheats, gossip and greed. 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 Lies, cheats,
blasted in the air. We're going crazy, no one cares. We turn to ash and dust. I should run, get someone. I know I must, but that would leave a hopeless life. Good thing I practiced saying goodbye.